Hi guys, in this lesson I will explain how to use an apply function and make some changes to your data frame with that function. Let's first create a new file and call it apply function. Apply function. And then I will do what? Import my Pandas library and the dataset here. PD rate CSV. Going one step back, inside of the data folder here, I will pick up this NBA CSV file, NBA CSV, and call this file here. Okay, I have imported my dataset. Now I will introduce the use of apply function and how we should use it, starting from the basis. If we want to add in something to these columns here, let's pick up the salary column here. If I want to add in the string to these columns, I can easily use the apply function and add it. But there is a one point before adding these or using this apply method. We should convert the string data types here. If I just print out the data types of all of these columns here, we could clearly see that salary has a floating data type. But if I want to use an apply here by typing the df salary equals df salary, this is the use of apply function salary, and I will add in what? Apply. We are adding apply with the help of the lambda x and type in the x plus, let's say that I want to add the dollars string at the end of each item here. If I just run it, it will print an error here. Why? Because it will say that unsupported apparent type. There is a problem with this data type. That's why before using the apply, we should always do what? Convert the data type of that column, of the column that you are going to use the apply method here, by typing the column name salary and adding what as type equal with this string str. First I will run this cell and then I will run it again, and if I just call the dataset here, you could clearly see that we have combined the dollar strings to this integer value for this salary column for each item here in that column. And we could even use this and apply with the help of the Python function. How we should use it? First I will type in the df and the name of the Python function will be apply the string, and right now I will pick up another column. Let's pick up this age column here, and I will give a parameter. This shouldn't be the name of the column, it's just I give the age column in order to make it easy understandable that we are relating to this column, and returning the parameter itself, like str. With the str I will return it age, and adding what I will add in the string here by typing the years as an example, old, right? And if I just add it, the column name here, age, and equals to age here, I can easily use the apply here by typing the apply, and from here I will apply what's the name of this function, because this function holds all of this logic here. I will type in this function, paste it here instead of this lambda x, these strings. I will paste the name of this function and call the data frame here. If I click shift enter, you could see that it will print out the age with this years old. It will combine this string to each item of this column, age column here. But we could do the same process for multiple columns. In that case we will have to use the for loop here, and one point here, if I just rerun this cell again, it will continuously add up these string values at each time and save it to the data frame here. That's why I sometimes will refresh this data set in order to explain it again for you. You'll see we have brought our data set to the previous condition, and right now we could use the apply for multiple columns. How we should do this? Again, it's very easy with the help of the Python function called call. For example, this is an example. You can call whatever you want, and values, again, this is up to you. You can call it whatever you want, return, but this str should be the same. Values, and add in what? For example, I want to add in items, but I want to add this items string to multiple columns here. Let's pick up these 3 columns. I will pick up age, height, and weight, but I will create the list called columns equals to inside of the list. I will paste in the age, weight, and the height. And then I can loop over it for I in these columns and print those columns. For example, this is not the compulsory, I just print it for I just want to make sure that it has printed out. Yes, it has printed all of these 3 columns. And right now, inside of this for loop, I can do what? Define these column names and combine it with the, what? With this function here by typing the dfi, because it's going to iterate over all of these 3 columns, and apply. Use an apply here, apply what? This function name call value. I will paste it here to this apply method function and call the data frame here. If I click shift enter, you can see it will add the item strings to each of these column items here. You can see age, all of the rows of age, height, and weight columns will be added to items. And if we just clear out the dataset here, I can bring one more example with the use of the apply. We could, if we want to clear or give a condition based on 2 columns, one of them will be the string and another one will be the integer. If I just call the dataset again, one of them will be the integer, another one will be string, and I will just print out specific string values, but based on these conditions with the help of the apply function. How we should do this? Again, we will type in the function name df. The function name will be, for example, change values, right? Values, and give a parameter called row, and then I will pick up 2 columns here. The first one will be the team, another one will be the age. But first I will define the variable here, and the name of the variable will be the team. And we will start from this row here because it's going to iterate over this row and print out all these or check all of these values here. In our case, Boston Celtics, which is the second item in our row, will have the index position of 1, while the age will have the 4. That's why I will just create the variable called team. That's not the name of the column, this is just a random variable name, and type in the what? Team equals to row, the parameter first. This is for the team column, and for age column I will type in the row equals to 4 here. And now I can give a condition. If the team equals, for example, let's just print out the first 50 rows of this data set. Boston Celtics. After Boston Celtics we have Brooklyn Nets. If my team is equal to this Boston Celtics, then just give me or return what? My team, right? And then elif my team again will be equals to, for example, the second item with this New York Knicks, but give it another condition, and age column, this age column, this one will be greater than, for example, 25. Then return me his column, or his team. Alright, otherwise just return me no one wants, like return no one holds or owns, right? And right now I can do what? Call the function itself with the help of the apply function, df apply, and the function name will be this change values, because this function holds all of this logic here. And then access will be the one, or columns, does not matter because we are going to iterate over columns here. And then if I just click shift enter and age is not defined, we have a syntax error, maybe the age, yes, this one, if team and age, let's say I will need to pick up this one, the variable name here, and run it here, and you could see that it seems that it has printed it perfectly. You could see my team and no one wants is based for another condition, like for Boston Celtics it will print out the my team, for New York Knicks maybe it will print out what, another condition, head 50, for example. And you could see that it just prints out the condition for the team column here. And if we have a Boston Celtics, it just prints out my team. If we have a Brooklyn Nets, it will just print out no one owns, and the age is greater than 25, it just prints out no one owns. Otherwise, again, no one owns here. We could assign it to the data frame itself if we want. If I just try to define this to the column here, df equals to df apply, df team equals to df apply, and call the data frame itself, run it again, it will print out the result like that. If I just refresh the dataset and come back here, run it, you could see, hold it, print out it, and instead of your values here, it will just print out the conditions that you have defined in this function here. I think that that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.